Hello and good evening. This is Grillenheimer. I have had some pretty late nights. I want to get to sleep a little earlier. Everyone's in bed. We just got everybody in bed about 15 minutes ago. It's a little better. And here's Trunk. Yeah, Trunk. And just showing a few characters. And this is not the shrunk Trunk. This is just, the size. I colored him out, I think. So, and you can really tell what he's supposed to be an Impala in this mode, but he was real square in his alt mode. But let's keep going. Whoa. Here's Leeway, and I kind of messed up. That's another chair. The inside of this boat, the floor was green. The side carpet was a little green. Everything else was white. The seats were not green. I just wanted to show some color. My dad, I showed this to my dad. We had this old boat. He had it before he sold it to my cousin. And he's like, well, that's an inboard and outboard motor. We had an inboard. I said, yeah, I know. I kind of did it on purpose to see if anybody would notice. So, yeah, it's an inboard and an outboard. Of course, here's my favorite, and I think some of y'all's, Dinghbot, just because of his name, and he looks so cool. And this is not the shrunk down version, this is the larger version, so this still looks really orange, like I wanted it to. But you can tell that's marker, and the pencil coloring for the wood has a bit of a sheen to it. Kind of cool looking. And he's done. For all intents and purposes, he's done. Here's Gasline. I thought about naming him Diesel, which is a pretty cool name, but I want to say it's been used before somewhere. And it just used regular gasoline. It did not use diesel. So, and I showed this to my dad. He's like, hey, that's pretty good. He goes, it looks like he's got a flat or a CV joint or axle broken. But this isn't quite the right year that we had. I think we had a 65. I think I drew a 66. I'm not sure. But I've inked this. I still need to erase the pencil and get it colored. And I've yet to ink his bot mode, which I just really enjoy. He looks a lot like Hound a bit, and I was really trying to go for some, get in a little closer, unique head sculpts. Of course, again, I don't do guns very well. Very simplistic looking squirt hose in his hand there. But you're really trying to show the effect that this is the windshield covering his shoulders here, and almost a hair dryer look for the sides of his helmet on the bottom there, and then the antenna sticking out back there. But I really wanted to try to accentuate the style of the age of this truck in his bot mode, and I think it did a pretty good job for what it is. Here's Turret Strike. Got him inked or pinned. I think I've shown him before, maybe not in pinned mode. And I don't want to make his colors exactly like Twin Twist because he's supposed to get reformatted into Twin Twist. I may still make him a bit blue, white, and maybe silver, or it's probably going to look gray more than anything. But I may mix it up a little bit. So I'll see what happens. I think the majority of him was kind of blue, but his shoulders were white. if I remember correctly, and his feet were white. Of course, this is an alternate variation on the Twin Twist or Jumpstarter character. And then Top Spin had more of a... He had more blue, but I don't want to say his shoulders were blue, because he was sort of the opposite of Twin Twist. I can't remember, but he was more of a spaceship than a tank. Oh, and there's his... Yeah, this is the full version here, you know. And he doesn't look half bad. He doesn't look half bad. I can't say it would get on the cover of a toy box or anything, but yeah, I did this from memory, because I drew Twin Twist many times. He was one of my favorite characters. I mean, I may have had something to look at. I can't remember, but for the most part, I did this guy by memory. But remember, he's a new character. So I'm putting treads and markings and stuff in different areas. I still got a few things to finish, but I can do that near the end. Here's Weathervane. I got his little the church character inked, and his bot mode inked as well. I was really trying to go for... I tried to make his beard look a little more like a beard instead of like Gumby like it was. And we'll see, since he's based on an old like wood church, I don't know if I'm going to have... mostly white with some color in his windows and just brown on the edges there. We'll see. He may just be mostly white and brown, kind of like a monk. You know, who knows? Monkbot, but his name is Weathervane. Let's keep going. Oh, whoa. I've changed him up a little bit. I have flipped him upside down. This is his new alt mode. This is barcode. Funny that. This was originally barcode. This was not on here. And I was trying to add some detail to him, and I was doing it on his bot mode originally. I'm like, well, whatever's on his bot mode needs to be on his alt mode too, to try to match. And I'll show that in a second. But so I was putting some markings on here, and then it did this. Well, this is like his middle part. And so and I was looking at this, I'm like, this looks like underwear. This looks terrible. So I added this part, and I'm thinking, well, this doesn't look much better. But he's supposed to be a shield. He's going to be a battle master. Oh crap, we got some... I got some white out that I might be able to knock. And I'm probably not going to have a background with this guy. I'm not going to have a background with most of them. I've done a few with the boats. And here's the shield. Here's barcodes. So, the black lines of any item you buy. And here's his bot mode. I was really wanting to go for like a green and white kind of character, and I had a little too much color to him, I think. I was really wanting to go for like this kind of green and that white. And yeah, he does look a bit like a cassette. I even kind of envisioned him transforming a little bit like a cassette. And you can easily see what's supposed to be where. And underwear. No, just kidding. But it doesn't... It looks like it would happen, even though I've got the markings here for this leg would really go over here, not there. And this leg would like maybe, flip up here and not here. So that's a bit flipped, but I'm not too worried about it. For a whole brand new character, just that I came out of the blue with, like literally. And I think I just need to color his little arm connectors here, the same green, and then he's done. I'm going to just leave this white. These little marks up there are the same color green as his sides of his helmet. Let's keep going. And I can't remember if I showed Flathead off or not, but this is Flathead. This is big version. He has not been shrunk yet. His Decepticon symbol is green, not purple. But yeah, he's the cigarette one speedboat. And I'm sorry, dude. You made a comment, and I glanced at it, and I thought you said something completely different. And that was what my response was to something that you didn't even say, and I felt so bad. I'm so sorry, man. But you were trying to give me a compliment, and I said thank you, and I didn't read it correctly, and I need sleep. Let me tell you, I need some sleep. But he doesn't look that bad, and you can kind of tell what he's supposed to transform into. I don't have his alt mode ready or up here, and it's so tiny anyway. And the last character tonight for a reveal is Flashwave. Now, you've seen him already, but this is completed. I'm going to leave the bow just white. I think most of the whole boat really was gray, and I did a slightly lighter gray here. Once this thing gets shrunk down to like this size, it's probably all going to look about the same. It's just how it does. And it doesn't look that bad, really. And I tried to make sure I had the black stripe going on here, which is probably might be end up hard to see. And I just put in that gray in here, and then realized, oh, and I didn't really have it very well marked, so I outlined the gray that I had done. And that's supposed to be EDU up here. I did the E, didn't do anything else. This is all supposed to be white. I put a little light blue up there just for the heck of it. And in the photo that I used online, this is supposed to be like a black buoy. This is a light blue buoy, if I remember correctly. And here he is. He looks really cool. I really like this guy. Flashwave. But I did fill out the EDU here, Energon Defense Unit. So he is an Autobot. I didn't put an Autobot symbol on him anywhere. Well, what you know. But if you look closely, you can kind of see what's supposed to be what, like the doors, the railings, this part here, and I kind of moved the mega horn there, if that's what that is. You know, what's supposed to be gray, what's not supposed to be. And originally, I'm at an angle, I'm sorry. This is sort of the flotation part of the boat, for lack of a better term. I did not have any of that up here. This was just all square, so I'm like, I need to go around the boat some more. So I added this on here, and I added on here too, showing under his arm because he's saluting. So, and I thought that looked a lot better. Oh, I didn't put the American flag on him in this mode. I didn't put it on the other mode either. That was not intentional, but I may just leave it. He just looks really cool. And just a little red for some color here. So that's Flashwave. My back is killing me. I'm an old man, kids, let me tell you. We're here for your daughter, Chuck. I'm really tired, I'm sorry. It's almost Halloween. My daughter dressed up as Lydia. She's all big into the Beetlejuice Broadway, whatever it is. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I was trying to let y'all see kind of where I'm at. I said I wouldn't do this kind of stuff, but here I am doing it again. Going against my word a little bit. But I know y'all are kind of eating this up a little bit. Now, let's cover this stuff up. There, that's a little better. And I'm still working on getting all these guys done and finished and colored. They're looking pretty good and they're looking pretty unique. I am working on their abilities. I'm working on what's going to be what. I want him to be a battle master. I want Dinghbot to be a rescue patrol boat. I might have him be a large rescue patrol boat leader. Maybe it's the TV out of the bedroom over here. I don't know what that was. I doubt you could hear it, but yeah, this has been really interesting. And now that we have so many. I bet that's the dryer downstairs I'm hearing done. It's a Samsung and it dingles and I can't stand it. There's got to be a way to turn that off. We have bold, we have tough, we have focus, we have plan, we have safeguard is coming, bounty is coming, we have brave, we have, I almost remembered it. I was trying to remember that, the opposite of brave. Gosh, I can't believe I've forgotten. Because I was wanting to give it to one of these guys. I'm going to just have to, I didn't have my cards with me. With that function or whatever that, or subset, whatever that's called. I can't remember. It's, because brave is like a character taking the brunt of an attack for another character, and the other one is where it's like you can't attack them like the small characters when they're in alt mode for the most part. And I can't remember what it's called. Well, I'm sure I'll find out, but if you want to put that in the comments, that's fine too. It's just escaped me at the moment. Now, and this is really all I have tonight. I didn't mean to go quite this long. But yeah, I'm coming up with some really neat abilities. I don't have any for these guys yet. Oh crap. I have one last character that I came up with tonight. We were at the school, my wife and I were picking up one of our kids, and his name is Waterproof, though this guy's name would have been better as Fog Break. I know I've already named Fog Break. I've got it on his card. He's ready to print. But here's Waterproof. I'm thinking, I've got a bunch of boats and some sailboats. I need a lighthouse. So I drew a lighthouse character. I'm just doing it easy. I'm doing it quick. But now I'm trying to figure out how to transform him. So this will probably come out and come down. This is going to split out. This will probably turn into the feet. I'm probably going to have a hand pop out here, and this will pop out. Maybe I don't know. I'll figure out something. In the words of Motor Master from season 3, I'll think of something. This will probably be his middle part, and this is in the house is going to be his feet. But this is not his head. This is and the whole plan is I got to thinking I have the perfect ability for this guy. I have the perfect ability for this guy. He's going to be an expensive card to use. Possibly. So I've got, and man, so this is what, character 19, 20, something like that. So fun, exciting stuff. I just got to come up with this bot mode. This is just pencil. Sorry if it's hard to see. But this is going to be waterproof because he doesn't normally get in the water, I guess. But it was just a neat name. I was, waterproof probably would have been a better name for one of the speedboats. His name would have been best for Fog Break. Oh, but oh well, Fog Break is named. I'm not changing it unless I just can. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody's input. Let me tell you, this has been a lot of fun. And I made a new playlist for just my homemade Transformer characters for these guys, the making of them. And and you can start at the top and it just goes down from the oldest to newest. And I was actually enjoying my own videos. I know that sounds narcissistic or something, but I'm just like, wow, that's me. And I just found it really neat. And I listened to about 2 or 3 of my videos back to back at work when I shouldn't have, because I didn't have a way to charge my phone at work. Yeah, I'm gone 20 minutes. But yeah, we've got some color, we've got some finished characters, we've got a new hopefully last new character coming, and some really neat abilities that may not be that unique, but they'll be unique to these characters. Like a little bit of a spin on some existing abilities that we've seen already. And I'm tired. With that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a blessed night. And tomorrow I've got to stay home and wait for somebody to come to my house to do a utility thing kind of crap, which is going to be yuck. But it might give me the chance to do another inspirational video tomorrow morning. So with that, I'll see y'all later, and have a blessed night, have a blessed day, and keep things civil and just be nice to each other. And I'm trying to do a WotC. I should leave that, the WotCiness to WotC or Ross. And we'll see you next time.